slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive.
The man who changed Manchester City forever is finally leaving. After years of dominance, records, trophies, and unforgettable moments, Pep Guardiola's journey at Manchester City has come to an end. But his story wasn't just about winning. It was a story of revolution, heartbreak, criticism, perfection, and ultimately, greatness. When Pep Guardiola arrived at Manchester City in 2016, expectations were sky high. He had already conquered Europe with Barcelona and dominated Germany with Bayern Munich. City's owners believed he was the final piece of the puzzle. The mission was simple: transform Manchester City from a successful club into one of football's greatest dynasties. But the beginning wasn't easy. For the first time in his managerial career, Guardiola finished a season without winning a major trophy. Critics questioned whether his style could work in English football. The Premier League proved tougher than many expected. Manchester City struggled defensively. Goalkeepers and defenders looked uncomfortable with Pep's demanding style of building from the back. Pundits claimed English football was too physical. Some even suggested Guardiola's tactics had been figured out. But while others doubted him, Pep was already planning the future. The club invested heavily. New players arrived. A new footballing identity was being created. And what happened next would change English football forever. The 2017-18 season was historic. Manchester City became the first team in Premier League history to reach 100 points. They played football unlike anything England had ever seen. Fast, precise, relentless. Opponents simply couldn't keep up. Records fell week after week. The Premier League title was won in spectacular fashion. And it was only the beginning. Over the following years, City continued to dominate. League titles, League Cups, domestic cups. The trophies kept arriving. The Etihad became a fortress. And Guardiola's team became the standard every club wanted to reach. But there was one trophy that continued to escape him: the UEFA Champions League. Year after year, Manchester City entered the competition as favourites. And year after year, something went wrong. There were controversial decisions, painful defeats, missed opportunities. The defeat against Tottenham in 2019 was heartbreaking. The loss to Lyon in 2020 shocked the football world. Questions began to grow louder. Could Guardiola really deliver Europe's biggest prize to Manchester City? For all the domestic success, many believed his legacy at City would remain incomplete without the Champions League. Then came the season that changed everything. The 2022-23 campaign. Led by Erling Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and many others, Manchester City reached another level. They won the Premier League. They won the FA Cup. And finally, they won the UEFA Champions League. A historic treble. Only the second English club ever to achieve such a feat. Years of criticism disappeared in one unforgettable night. Rodri's goal against Inter Milan sealed football immortality. Pep Guardiola had completed the mission. When historians look back at this era, they won't simply remember the trophies. They will remember how Manchester City played. The courage, the control, the innovation. Under Guardiola, City won multiple Premier League titles, domestic cups, the Champions League, the UEFA Super Cup and the FIFA Club World Cup. But perhaps his greatest achievement was transforming the culture of the club. He turned Manchester City into one of the most feared and respected teams in world football, a team capable of dominating any opponent. Every great story eventually reaches its final chapter. Pep Guardiola arrived in Manchester with a vision. He leaves as the most successful manager in the club's history. The trophies will remain. The records will remain. But above all, the legacy will remain. An era that transformed Manchester City forever. Thank you, Pep.